a wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them, and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Proverbs 31, 10-31. The balance in the division of household duties between spouses is not just a practical issue, but also deeply psychological. Unequal distribution of housework and responsibilities can lead to frustration, tension, and conflicts, negatively impacting the quality of family life. Marriage psychology indicates that an unequal division of household duties can be a source of chronic stress and dissatisfaction. In situations where one side feels burdened with most of the housework, they may experience feelings of being underappreciated and overworked. This, in turn, leads to a decrease in self-esteem and a sense of self-worth. Long-term neglect of these problems can result in serious consequences, such as depression or even the breakdown of the relationship. Moreover, an unequal division of household duties can influence parenting patterns. Children observing such disproportion may adopt stereotypical gender roles, which later affect their future relationships. In the context of unequal division of household duties in marriage, the biblical message offers a deep and timeless view of the role of spouses. Although the Bible was written in a different cultural era, it still provides universal guidelines for family and married life. According to the Bible, as early as the 2nd chapter of the book of Genesis, marriage is the unity of two people who become one flesh. This idea of unity emphasizes the equality and interdependence of spouses. In the 5th chapter of the letter to the Ephesians, Apostle Paul writes, "Husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hated his own body, but nourishes and cares for it." This thought suggests that caring for one's wife is equivalent to caring for oneself, implying equal division of responsibilities and shared accountability. The Bible also speaks of the importance of service and mutual support in marriage. In the 5th chapter of the letter to the Galatians, Paul encourages, "Serve one another in love." This message can be applied to everyday life, including the division of household duties. Serving each other in love in the context of household responsibilities is not just a matter of physical work, but more an expression of love, respect, and care for the well-being of the other person. It is worth paying attention to biblical figures who demonstrate patterns of equality and cooperation. In the 31st chapter of the book of Proverbs, we have the often quoted hymn of the valiant woman. The text shows the image of a woman who is both hardworking and respected by her husband. It is important to note that her value is not determined based on the quality of cleaning or baking, but wisdom, strength, and dignity, which are emphasized and valued by her family. In the New Testament, especially in the teachings of Jesus and the letters of Paul, we find many references to equality and mutual respect between genders. Jesus often crossed cultural barriers, engaging women in dialogue. Paul, in the 3rd chapter of the letter to the Galatians, writes, "There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus." This idea of equality before God also extends to marriage, emphasizing equality and harmonious cooperation between spouses. This also means that one spouse is not the slave of the other, and each has the same right and duty to load the dishwasher or take out the trash without grumbling. The biblical message about equality and cooperation in marriage remains current and inspiring. Modern marriages, drawing from these ancient wisdoms, can build relationships based on mutual respect, love, and equality, where household duties are shared fairly. Such a family model not only creates a healthy and stable environment for the growth and development of each family member, but also becomes a testament to the love and harmony deeply rooted in Christian values. Contemporary society, facing challenges of equality and justice in various aspects of life, can find valuable inspiration in these biblical teachings. In such a model, a woman does not have to vie for a masculine role, and a man should not hide behind a woman's back. It's about creating equal, synergistic, and supportive relationships in a partnership. Is this possible? Of course, sir, it is, but only under the condition that one has God in the heart and a clause in the trousers. And may God bless us all.